Hello, I'm Chylli from channel Chylli, also known as Try, and we are back with Pokemon XD, Gale of Darkness. Last time we left off, we were inside Cipher's Shadow Pokemon Lab. Did you come here knowing that his Cipher's lab? It doesn't matter now, since you know that we're here, we're not about to let you go free. For a second, I forgot Numel was a ground type. Let's go heal really quickly before we continue. Last time I said I would grind up my shadow Pokemon between videos, but I changed my mind because there's the purification device that's coming soon. And I want to know how that works before I spend time grinding all my shadow Pokemon. Hold it, if you want to pop open that chest, you'll have to beat me first. Didn't mean to do that, that was an accident. Well, if it isn't a tiny little intruder. This is no place for a child to be sightseeing. Letting in a child like this unchallenged, what is wrong with Cipher's security? Hello, little boy, have you lost your way? Have you heard? Prototype XD001's final adjustments are behind schedule at HQ. If they can get Crane to give up details about his purification study, all XD001's problems should be solved in one fell swoop. I think so too, but he sounds quite obstinate and tight-lipped about the whole thing. I've heard Laverina is getting incensed over this. A kid in the lab, hold still so we can catch you, kid. I'm busy, I'll let you go today to go home without any fuss, okay? I'm not good at battling, but now's not the time to be telling you that. I'll pretend that I never saw you, scram already. Where do you think you're going? Stop escalating around. You know what, I completely forgot he was a dark type, that's my bad. I never thought that Cipher's big man would deign to show up here in person. I saw him in real flesh and blood and he's menacing. The sight of him gave me shivers. Master Grievous supposedly making a personal tour of all of Cipher's facilities. I think he wants to confirm that everything is fine so he can proceed with his plans without ending up with a fiasco like last time. Who are you, you suspicious intruder? How long were you there? You might be just a kid, but we can't let you walk out now. Did he maybe come to rescue Crane? Don't bother trying. You don't know how scary Laverina is. She's in charge here. Can be. She looks cute and all, but there's nothing short of terrifying. Get out of here while you still can. That's for your own good. I'm only a researcher here, I don't battle. Little boy, what are you up to? You shouldn't get into mischief when you're visiting someone else's place. Okay, let's heal again while we're over here, and then we can use the ID card to go to the new area. You understand, don't you? It's wrong to turn ordinary Pokemon into Shadow Pokemon against their will. Please, won't you help us stop this Shadow Pokemon plan? Join us and help us save Pokemon. Professor Crane, I understand what you're trying to say, but I can't help you. Whoa, you, aren't you that kid I saw at the Pokemon HQ lab that time? Chylli, it's really you, Chylli? Are you trying to tell me that you came here all by your lonesome to rescue Professor Crane? It's too bad I'm still a member of Cipher. I can't very well let you folks go now, can I? As for you, you snagged my Teddy Ursa from me that time. I'll give you this. You've got guts to come here alone, but I'll fix you good so you'll never get out again. I knew Rhyhorn could have a lightning rod, but I wasn't sure if it was guaranteed or not, so I wanted to just test to make sure. Professor Crane, you folks don't have the foggiest notion of how big and scary Cipher is, and it's not smart to resist. You can go on about the poor abused Pokemon and all, but you should think about your own selves. That's my advice. Chylli, did you really come here by yourself? That's amazing, but it's dangerous here. We better get out right away. My worst fears turned out to be true about Cipher. They weren't wiped out, it's just one of their bases. The details can wait. Things could get complicated if they return. Let's get out of here quickly. Oh hey you sneaked cray now. Laverina, this child here, he's the intruder. Oh wait, I so have not heard about anyone leaving anywhere. Professor Crane is so busy. Is so going to be very busy, oh so very busy, so please be a nice boy and don't disturb us. We're going back to the HQ lab, stand aside please. Going back? Seriously? You're so joking. This so happens to be where you work from now on. After all, we so need you to keep working on your studies. You so are the key to our plan. XD001, the ultimate shadow Pokemon that can never be purified. Stop that nonsense. You seriously think I would help you do something that horrible? Oh, that naps. He must have been made a big boo-boo again. I so have to punish him lots. Little boy, maybe you can convince Professor Crane. You so should tell him to study our XD001. You see, our plan is to make shadow Pokemon that can never be purified. XD001 is only our first prototype. So when we work out the problems, we can make combat units with XD series Pokemon. Wouldn't that just be PT? But we so need the professor's cooperation for our plan, so please, sweetie, could you ask him nicely to help us? Oh, how nasty, you silly boy, so you won't help me with XD001 either. You'll be sorry now, but you will so understand. A little hurt is so persuasive. God damn, my cat just jumped onto my desk out of nowhere. That was not very cool. God damn it. I so hate to say this, little boy, I can't be you right now. Master Grievous will so be cross with me, but that's okay. I'll let you own me the one this time. But you have to promise you will think about my plan next time. If you see XD001, I'm sure you will so want to help me. I'll be waiting for you. Chylli, you've grown tough, haven't you? In fact, I'm amazed at how much stronger you've grown in this short a time. I guess we'll be relying on you even more from now on, Chylli. Now that we know Cipher is back, we need to move quickly. We have to come up with ways of stopping them. This time, let's really head back to the HQ lab. Here, may I see that? This may be something important. We'll take it back and analyze it. Thanks to you, Chylli, I was able to return safe and sound. Sincerely, thank you. Though it was a horrible ordeal, I learned a few things when I was in that desert lab. First and foremost, Cipher hasn't disappeared. The fact that they're still around is alarming. Worse, they're making more shadow Pokemon again, and worst of all, they're trying to create the ultimate shadow Pokemon, one that is impossible to purify. Cipher must be plotting world domination using shadow Pokemon as their weapons again. To counter Cipher's new shadow Pokemon conspiracy, Director Lily, we did it. The Purify Chamber is finally completed. Oh my, oh, what fantastic timing. It's finally finished. Lily, thank you. Thank you for pulling everyone together so capably in my absence. Okay, let's not waste any time. Let's all go have a look at the Purify Chamber. Take a good look, Chylli. This is the Purify Chamber. Chylli, your father and I designed it 5 years ago when we were motivated by the Shadow incident. If evildoers were to create Shadow Pokemon again, we wanted to be able to save them ourselves. Chylli, your father believed that passionately. To honor your father's wish, I put together our Pokemon HQ lab. Chylli, if your father were here, I'm sure that he would be delighted. While I was gone, everyone seems to have rallied around Lily and made things happen. Okay, Chylli, we'll have you lead the way. The glorious history of the Purify Chamber will begin with you. Now first, if you would be so kind as to briefly explain how the Purify Chamber works. Certainly. Okay, Chylli, listen closely. The Purify Chamber is a facility in which shadow Pokemon undergo purification through contact with regular Pokemon. Purification is conducted on what we call a set. This is where a shadow Pokemon comes into contact with regular Pokemon. In the center of a set, one shadow Pokemon is placed. Up to 4 regular Pokemon can be placed around the shadow Pokemon. We have 9 of those sets here, and that means we can effectively purify up to 9 shadow Pokemon at the same time. There's one thing you need to be careful about. Purification won't proceed if you've set only a single shadow Pokemon in a set. Purification can only happen if there is at least 1 regular Pokemon on a set with a shadow Pokemon. The number of regular Pokemon placed with a shadow Pokemon and their compatibility are key points. Oh my god, my cat's being obnoxious right now. Hang on a minute. Alright, sorry about that. Jesus, my cat was knocking shit off my shelf and it was not good, so... The number of regular Pokemon, the more regular Pokemon you place with a shadow Pokemon, the quicker purification is. Next, the compatibility of Pokemon. Compatibility depends on the types of Pokemon involved and the directions they face. By adjusting these factors, you'll likely see differences in purification speeds. If you need details, I'll be happy to explain later, but right now I'd like you to check the sets out. The Purify Chamber status is on standby. System status is good to go. Step onto the circular plate. A holographic image of the Pokemon involved in purification will appear. Well, it would if there was actually some Pokemon on the set. When you're checking the hologram, you can zoom to individual sets, and then in selected set you can configure things as you see fit. A control panel will appear for you to select the Pokemon you want to place on the selected set, position them, and so on. If you bring some Pokemon, Chylli, you can place them on sets. Don't worry, you'll figure it out when you actually try it. We'll also be around to provide advice if you need it. First, check the hologram, please. How do you change the direction they face? How did you find the purify chamber? Using the system is possible to purify many shadow Pokemon at the same time. Also, you can access the purify chamber from any PC. Be sure to try that feature. Now the issue is how shadow Pokemon could be recovered from Cipher. It looks as if you'll have to get busy with some more of the snack machine, Chylli. Oh, okay, so direction is just which position they are here. There we go. Sorry, I had to fix this setting really quickly. Speaking of Cipher, Lily, have you made any progress with that data ROM we got from Cipher's lab? Oh yes, I've asked Aton to analyze the contents of the data ROM. It should be ready soon. Chylli, could you go upstairs and ask Aton how he's doing? Aton is the man in the room next to the director's office, remember? He was compiling the basic data. Big Brother's tired, so Jovi will go. Oh, Jovi, it's okay. This is for work. Seeing Jovi and her boundless energy makes me realize I'm back home. Anyway, I wonder what's on my data ROM. Jovi, there's no stopping you. Please, Chylli, go ask Aton how he's doing in his office upstairs. Isn't Aton the man who's always fooling around with his computer here? That's strange. Jovi wonders where he went. Aton? Oh, let me think. He went downstairs earlier. He had this look of consternation on his face. I saw someone go outside earlier. Maybe that was Aton. sorry, Professor, I couldn't decipher it. Oh, it's you, Chylli. You scared me half to death. That data ROM is heavily protected, like a bank vault. It would take a seriously talented guy to break through and get at the contents. A seriously talented guy, you could say. Professor, I'm terribly sorry. I can't be helped, and if it's a seriously talented guy we need, well, I think I may have a solution. Who would that person be? Chylli, I'm sorry to spring this on you, but could you deliver the data wrong to in Pyrite Town? Deton, hand the data ROM to Chylli, please. Oh, right away. Is known as a TV network, but there's much more than that. Or, well, no, it would be ONBS. The people that later founded ONBS were actually instrumental in breaking Cipher's conspiracy 5 years ago. Please deliver the data ROM to Ned at ONBS. He's the right-hand man to Sack, ONBS's leader. I'm confident that he will be able to get at the contents of that data ROM. Pyrite is past Agate, it's quite far, so be careful when you're traveling out that way. Oh, okay, so this allows them to purify very quickly, so... Marcia, wait for me. Marcia, wait for me. There goes Marcia, tearing off like a tornado as usual. There goes one busy girl. What's up with you, kid? Why are you giving me the eye like that? Do you know who I am? I'm Gale. They call me the gatekeeper of Pyrite. That smoldering look says you're raring to challenge me. If it's a battle you want, I'm here. Alright then, I'll show you what being Gale, the gatekeeper of Pyrite, is all about. Hey kid, I have to hand it to you. You gotta be good to be Gale. Pyrite's gatekeeper. I'm Cheryl, the chief of Pyrite Police. Are you a traveling trainer? The town has become peaceful, but there are still plenty of us. They know how to keep us busy with their brawling and so on. Lots of them will go out of their way to pick a fight with you. Be careful. Alright then, what have we here? Well, if it isn't truly and folly, what do you think you're up to? What are we up to? You've got it all wrong. We're here to do some shopping, that's all. Now don't you lie to me. I know about the likes of you. You're up to no good, aren't you? Cut us some slack, Officer Johnson, sir. We've had a change of heart. We've sworn off our criminals' ways. Yes, sir. No. That doesn't wash with me. No, sir, it doesn't. I won't have you while walking around the streets as if you owned the place. Pompous of folly. The men will listen to reason. Let's get out of here. You're quite a toughie, I'm sure. Surprised. You should check the dual square up ahead. You'll be sweating up a storm. Those two that just ran off, they're named Folly and Trudely, and those belong to Cipher, but just as mere grunts. Back in those days, they wreaked havoc as if they owned the place, but I caught up with them and put them straight. I got quite the dashing figure, don't I? It's my job to uphold the peace and pyrite. If you get the urge to battle, come for a visit. I'll always be waiting. It doesn't matter to me who my opponents are, or even little kids. I battle with all my might. This is the dual square. We live by tradition here. There's no need for greetings, just battle. If anyone demands a battle here in Dual Square, you shouldn't complain. That's the rule around here. You want to battle with me, don't you? I can tell. I was seized by the urge, too. Not bad. It's not going to be this way next time. Bonjour, do you know? My Pokemon and I match très bien. And I don't think I can ever lose now. I'll show you my aggressive style. This can't be right. Fatine's fortune-telling has a reputation of never being wrong. This is the ONBS building. There's been too many shady people hanging around lately. I'm keeping an eye on things to keep out those sorts of bad elements. There once was a town ruled by Cipher beneath the cliff here. The town was just called the Under. When Cipher's hold over the town was broken, the Under citizens moved out into the sunlight. I'm one of them. ONBS's Nat is another former resident of the Under. They went and buried the Under to prevent people from getting to the abandoned town site. It's sad to see my hometown go like that. My name's Rocket. I'm warming up right now. Could I get you to clear the way? When Cipher ruled Pyrite, the admin in charge was a man named Mirror B, I think his name was. That name is laughably silly, but he was supposed to be a tough battler. I would have liked to take him on. Before we end this video, I would like to go deal with our shadow Pokemon that we can purify now. Okay, that's actually absurd. I just left and now I have to go back to Purify Gulpin. Okay, now we can head back to Pyrite. And there we go, that's where we're gonna end it off for today's video. If you made it this far, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time when we continue with more Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. So yeah, until then, I'll see you next time. Bye!